Day 36, 10:24 a.m. Nush, Steph and Tanya have been nominated this week, and one of them will be evicted tonight. Yesterday, Gaetano returned to the Big Brother house in South Africa. The housemates have not been told when Cameron will return.
This is Big Brother. The door to the reward room is now open.
No, but can you believe it?
Oh my god.
Was it brilliant, was it?
Look at you.
It was completely mad from start to finish. It was absolutely nuts.
I heard them well. I heard them mad compared to
Oh.
What was it like?
It was like completely unreal. It was just
What time did you leave there?
about 4 yesterday afternoon. Private jet.
Private jet.
Right, boys. Hey, haircut. Woo!
Look at you!
Oh,
Tighten up.
I tell you, I've never seen the like of that in my life.
Was that a private jet? You had a private jet?
Yeah, private jet.
11:38 a.m. Cameron spent 4 days in the African Big Brother house. He's been telling the housemates about his trip for 1 hour and 15 minutes. So far, he's talked about his journey there, an argument he had with one of the African housemates, and the tasks that he took part in.
Big Brother is delighted that you're having such a good time, and we would like you to bring back your mask to the UK house. I says, oh, biggie. And, when the dance was over, like, you had to do it for 2 minutes. So we all had to gather on the sofas. Big Brother said, you have successfully done 2 minutes each or whatever. We would especially like to commend Sammy for his one-man orchestra and the Cameron's personal interpretation of the traditional Scottish dance. It was so, I thought I'd be far more embarrassed than I was. Listen, don't get bugged if I keep remembering things to tell you.
No.
That's what I was thinking. I kept saying to me...
That's what Dad said today. Said today I'll go quick because Cameron will be back and we'll have loads to talk about.
Coming tonight.
Are you worried that you might not be back on Friday?
Yeah,
because of tonight, because one of us is going to go.
Are you glad to be back though?
Right, I'm going to get some porridge on the go. Who wants some?
Yeah, I'll have some porridge.
1, 2.
No, for me.
Are you glad to be back though? Yeah.
Well, Stefan said to me, like yesterday when he was cooking the venison, he says,
Did you get liquid?
how are you feeling about
giving us liquid?
him?
We can't.
And I just looked at him and he says, mixed feelings, huh?
He
says, it is.
Yeah,
He said, I
it's
don't
of
want to
course,
go because I've only known you for 2 days.
That's it.
And yet you feel as though you've known them for
Cameron,
years.
Yeah.
do you know what? I love having you back, and I'm going to talk to you later on. It's just
There's
we're
plenty of
up for
time.
eviction, and I need to sleep.
That's
Right.
fine, Tanya. No. You snooze, Tanya. We'll see you later.
Okay.
This week has seen the most dramatic shake-up of the Big Brother house so far. The housemates are reeling from a series of shocks dealt by Big Brother.
Oh my God!
The Big Brother house is completely sealed off from the outside world. It's what psychologists call a capsule habitat. Last Sunday changed all this, when Cameron set off for the Big Brother house in Africa, and a stranger, in the shape of Gaetano, arrived to take his place. In the Big Brother house, information about the outside world is a limited resource, and anybody who has any at all automatically acquires informational power. We see this when Gaetano emerges from the reward room. He knows the whereabouts of Cameron, which is crucial information for the housemates, and this temporarily gives him power. Notice the attention structure of the group, the fact that all eyes are on the most powerful person. He decides when to give them information.
Your other housemate has been assassinated. No, I'm kidding.
The contact hypothesis suggests that strangers can have a disproportionate impact because they introduce the group to different norms.
We'll be more blunt. Piggy.
That's really rude. Where I come from it is.
In essence, an outsider entering the house holds up a mirror to the housemates, forcing them to reassess the norms and values that they take for granted.
Even if it was only 3 days with us, he left a great impression on us.
Yeah, it's been the best week we've had in the Big Brother house, I'd say.
With Gaetano's exit came Cameron's return. Cameron's experiences and his knowledge of another world, albeit a Big Brother one, places him at a distinct advantage over the others. He now has informational power that they do not possess.
They've got a big eye in the tiles, and in the centre of the eye is a whale for putting the barbecue.
Cameron's not a stranger, but he's become an outsider. His experiences outside the group and the fact that he can't be nominated for 2 weeks have set him apart from his peers.
It's not fair, really, is it?
No. We don't know.
He's getting exempted for bleeding 2 weeks.
This could very easily arouse negative emotions in the other housemates and give rise to jealousy and resentment. For the moment, Cameron's in a powerful position, but he could soon become a convenient target. He may be living on borrowed time.
1:28 p.m. Cameron's been back in the Big Brother house for 3 hours and 4 minutes.
Cameron, please come to the diary room.
They talk like this, Cameron.
Eh?
They talk like that. Cameron, please come to the diary room.
This is Big Brother. Can Cameron come to the diary?
Hey!
How loud is that?
Yeah, welcome home, mate. I'm going to go have a shave.
I saw you in that mirror. Oh.
Alex.
How is it, Biggie?
Hello, Cameron.
Hello. Nice to hear you.
How are you, Cameron?
I'm very well indeed, thanks very much. I'm delighted to be back, and it was lovely to see everybody again. It was really good. They said that, although they thought, oh, lucky rat, and they're all jealous, I think they were pleased that I got the trip. Steph said, couldn't have happened to a nicer person, which, that's probably capering.
How do you think the house in South Africa differs from the house here?
I would say the mood of the people is much more... Well, I would just say that we're very British. The people in this house, we're reserved, which they're not. I was going to say that we're polite, but I don't mean to say that the Africa housemates weren't polite, because they were just a delight to live among. But there's just that British thing with us, I think.
What was you thinking about then?
I can't remember.
Big Brother, let Cameron out in the next 10 minutes because his dinner will be ready.
What's going on with you and Nush?
What do you mean what's going on with you?
What happened in the blind spot? Because I said to Tanya this morning, this morning, I'm going to ask Nush today, but obviously she's not around, so I'm going to ask you.
I can't be telling you.
Oh. I don't know. And we'll never know because it's the blind spot. You sneaky buggers.
No, I reckon I saw now, but I don't know. I don't think it was anything like that.
Was it right?
Leave it up to our imaginations, people,
Yeah.
At least you didn't get off of it, that's the most important thing, anyway.
I leave it up to your imagination. You leave it up to your imagination, boys.
You haven't.
And girls.
You can leave it up to imagination, you haven't, I know that.
Exactly.
7:29 p.m. It's just over 1 hour until the eviction is announced.
You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips.
The girls have been getting ready for 1 hour and 48 minutes.
Oh God, who's going?
No.
Oh my God.
It's definitely one of us. Do you know what I mean? But do you know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
Like,
That's the crazy thing.
I think we're all really cool about it, though.
I think we're all handling this absolutely excellent.
Wine helps.
It does, doesn't it?
We haven't given no bad negativity this week. We've not been going on and on. We've not been...
You have, you bleeder. Let me out. Let me out.
This week's eviction is a significant moment for the female members of the Big Brother house. Even in the diary room, the most private room in the house, Noosh, Steph and Tanya insist that they are all coping very well with the forthcoming evictions.
I think it's all okay.
It doesn't feel quite so bad.
Fine. Fine.
But when we look beyond the obvious and read the girls' micro-behaviours, we discover that everything is far from fine.
Oh.
Throughout the week, Tanya has explicitly declared that she wants to be evicted.
If it is me, then I'll be happy.
But her iconic hand gestures tell a different story. A rapid reduction of these movements is the single best indicator of a person attempting to deceive. Tanya's iconic gesture stops dead during her statement of her desire to go.
But I want to go.
Telling us clearly that she really doesn't want to go. Noosh engages in quite different diary room behaviour, but her iconic gestures are equally revealing. Noosh believes that Steph has taken her role of house mother. This head tilt and a change in vocal pitch are childlike behaviours, reflecting Noosh's belief about her position with respect to Steph.
I think Steph's definitely the mum. And sometimes I feel like I'd like to cook myself food.
Noosh believes Steph is blocking her attempts to display her abilities to the other housemates, and therefore is ultimately blaming her for her possible eviction. Steph is part of a group of girls who potentially could have united against the boys in the house, but she is totally confused by Noosh's distance.
Part of me thinks, is she distant because perhaps she nominated me? I don't know.
Steph's iconic gesture here represents the psychological distance between herself and Noosh. Subsequently, her anxious self-adapter, when she mentions Noosh...
If I was here with Noosh...
reveals the psychological discomfort she feels with Noosh. If a girl is to remain in the Big Brother house until the very end, the remaining two must strike a strategic alliance very quickly. But this can only be achieved through communication and trust.
8:38 p.m. Big Brother has gathered the housemates on the sofa.
Big Brother house, this is Davina. Please do not swear. Who?
Boom! Is that our heart? Boom, boom.
Faster.
Bring it on! Our hearts are beating faster than that, I'm telling you.
Bring it on.
Go on, let's all clap.
Shh. Now.
Big Brother house. You are live on Channel 4.
Oh my God.
Please do not forget.
We are aware. Okay.
Noosh, Steph, and Tanya. The lines are closed.
Oh my God.
We've counted and verified, and I can now reveal
Good look, girls. Good look.
But the evicted from the Big Brother house is...
Oh my God, Davina, come on!
Tanya.
Well done, fair lady.
To be honest, I'm really glad it's you because I knew you wanted to go.
I'm so excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my God! Oh, God, Stephanie.
So I didn't know if you just were saying
Oh,
that.
no, Stephanie, I was there when she was saying all that, so I was like...
Are you wanting the biscuits? Noosh, do you want the biscuits? I'll put this in.
I want the biscuits. Oh my God, I'm going to miss the very end.
Go. No.
10:08 p.m.
Oh, you couldn't really hear it, could you? Tanya! Oh my God, I can't believe that. The gob's gone. I'm going to miss it.
What?
That loud gob.
She is going to be missed.
Pretty loud, man.
We got
But she's different.
No, don't crash the
Oh, you pair.
Leaving. Do you want bread and butter?
11:53 p.m. Nush is in the diary room talking to Big Brother. The rest of the housemates are on the sofas, drinking the South African wine Big Brother has provided to celebrate Cameron's homecoming.
Definitely.
Tanya's got one of them personalities, though. I think a lot of blokes would go for the likes of Tanya because she's got one of those sort of wild...
I think Tanya, out on the outside world, I think Tanya would be the biggest handful you've ever had in your life.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was actually going to say. Hell. Don't you think, boys, you would go for Tanya for her looks and you would avoid her like the plague for her personality?
Bit of both.
I know what you mean.
I don't mean to say you would avoid her like the plague.
I was going for no say.
We know that. We already know that, Ray.
I don't mean...
Don't say that.
Fancy stating the obvious. Fancy
stating... Steph's eyes, though.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I don't...
Steph's eyes and Nush's body.
My mind might have changed. My mind might have changed over the last couple of weeks.
You bugger.
No, Steph, it might have changed over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, really? Don't think I'm going anywhere near that blind spot with you, Ray.
Can I just say, if anyone... I don't mean bad, but if anyone... If I was to go for a preference now, I go for Nush, Steph and Tanya.
Oh.
Really?
He's saying that because Tanya's gone.
No,
Definitely.
I think, honestly, the one I go for most is Anushka.
Anushka, what do you got for Anushka?
Mark 1.
To look at.
What?
They just wanted a chat.
"12:42 a.m.
My reality is that...
Nush is telling Steph about a conversation she has had with Big Brother.
So you might think I'm being modest, but for me, it's quite easy for me to realise what it would be like for me not to be here.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Steph has this presence. I said, you have a very maternal presence. And you do.
He says that.
No, and you're creative and everything else. They said, and sometimes we cross over, and sometimes we click out.
I almost imagine on like the outside world, depending on, I don't know, because I don't know.
I think if we were in a class,
we'd probably
together,
I think we'd be quite competitive.
I think we would in a good way. In a good way, like if we were in an art class, we'd be like, "What are you doing?
Oh yeah,
what are you doing?" And you'd be the best one, and I'd be like,
"Not necessarily." You
and I'd be well aware of what you were up to.
I'd be well aware of what you were up to. Probably.
Like,
oh, definitely. If you're that way,
I reckon we're both top mark art students, and we're like,
and there was this lad.
I'm used to it.
The only thing I've ever got any drive with is creative things.
So yours.
That is sometimes why I'm.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. The word, the sentence, whatever, just turns it around.
Easy in those respects, right?
And at the same time,
people say the same thing
you
to
have
me.
this as well as me, and I've never met anyone else with it. Not only are they creative, they're smart. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I wouldn't say no. You get...
You shouldn't start whispering.
Why are you whispering for?
1:03 a.m. 14 days ago, Goss hid a bowl of egg mix under one of the beds in the girls' room.
But we should leave it tonight and then scale. That thing's got to be taken out tomorrow, Goss. It's going to have maggots in it. valid point. I saw a fly
Get
come
it
out.
now, get it now. Check it out now, actually. Check it now.
Yeah, come on, let's
Check
go.
it out. Just make sure, check it now, honestly.
I'm going to have to grab this, aren't I?
Go.
Yeah. Come on, quickly.
Run,
Pussy.
run like you never ran before.
Wait for me, man. Wait for me.
Actually, I forgot about it. He only ran the last
I
time.
forgot all about it.
What the fuck?
Ready? Come on. After 3. 1, 2.
It's going to be bad.
Oh. Well, what was that?
Nush and Steph are in the diary room.
We've come to discuss our creative tension.
We have creative tension.
Would you like to elaborate on your creative tension?
We feel that we have, obviously until this point, we've not discussed it.
Yes.
We feel that we've got like a creative tension going on.
We have so much in common. Being creative.
That we feel that if we're cooking, for instance, or making things or doing things, we feel like a tension.
Attention. And we've addressed it, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant because you people out there may think sport has a tension, you know, competitiveness.
But
be
feel that.
creative. You chop your onions in a certain way.
And it's like, well, actually, she
made onion bread. I'm going to make onion and
bread's
rosemary
better.
bread.
My bread will be better. I will make mine quicker. Mine will be tastier.
Mine will be fluffier.
We have the creative tension.
We do. But we recognise it.
1:34 a.m.
Tanya.
I can't believe Tanya's gone.
You boys must be so sad.
Oh, we're sad.
What are you sad about?
No more sad than
Scott.
one of you two had gone.
What are you sad about? What are you
Scott, I
sad
know what you're sad about.
What am I sad
What are you
about?
sad about?
You've laughed.
No, I'm no more sad. I am no more sad that Tanya's gone than either you two. This week I couldn't really get on with Tanya. Struggled because she constantly tried to wind me
'Cause
up.
I'm free.
And that was easy to wind up of. I found that she could wind me up no problem.
She's gone to a way better place. A place that she'd appreciate where she's going to
There's
be.
no Scott.
She left her bloody toothbrush and toothpaste, hasn't
She's
she?
going to go to
Yeah, it's in there. The pink one was hers, wasn't it?
where
It's in there.
people are going to appreciate who she is.
Nush,
Thank
you're a
you.
mix.
Nush,
You love it, baby.
That's quite naughty.
I'm telling you, there's love is in the air.
As I said, she's gone to a place.
Ray. No.
Where?
No.
You can't do things like that to Ray and then not expect a reaction.
You can't.
Right.
Especially when Ryan's such a sexual hormonal person.
Yeah, this is
Hurry up, hurry up.
She should be so lucky.
Try and calm down.
No. Ah, my joke. Yeah, right.
Day 37, 9:18 a.m. Last night Tanya was the 6th person to be evicted. Nush and Steph are now the only 2 girls left in the Big Brother house. Overnight, Big Brother has provided the housemates with 7 new chickens to replace the ones that are recovering from a bacterial infection.
Chickens.
Yeah, the one spotted one's really, really nervous. They keep going behind the thing, you know.
Oh, another aracuna.
They're very timid. Let's hope they stay nice and healthy.
You're Diddy. Oh, do you know how great it is to have chickens?
I know, it's lovely, isn't it? That one is really nervous.
Look at your face.
It doesn't look like a chicken though, does it? It's like a bird.
It's like a duck chicken. Oh, it's gorgeous as well. Oh, should we call one of them Tanya?
Yeah, which one should we call Tanya?
The speckledy grey one, like the speckledy Sussex, like the one that went a
Okay,
bit.
yeah, okay, yeah, I know.
12:52 p.m. All of the housemates are now up. This morning Ray has been cleaning the lounge and Nush has been reading about the new chickens. Steph and Cameron are making omelette and salad for lunch.
Have you never had peas in an omelette?
No, make one with it and one without it, because you're making two, aren't you?
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
I'm not going to eat one whole omelette.
That's a good idea.
Come on, chef, get with it.
Shut up and sit down.
Sorry.
I think that's a good idea, Goss.
Thank you, Steph.
Stop sticking up for Goss.
He's getting so fresh.
That wasn't me that touched
That's never right.
Hey?
Not once have I the honour of slapping Steph's arse. Have I, Steph?
No.
Let me tell you, Goss. As soon as you have that honour, you'll know about it.
What's that supposed to mean?
You had the honour of picking Steph up. I have.
True.
I'm going to put a bit more pepper in these.
I've hardly ever picked a girl up.
Ah, cat.
12:56 p.m.
That's rubbish.
Steph says it's the best in the market, Goss. I wouldn't argue.
I reckon it is.
Couldn't use that.
No, it depends what sort of floor. It probably isn't for this floor, but these mops. I have these, but saying that, it's
thing is, with those mops.
This is Big Brother. Would Steph come to the dining room?
Oh, Stephanie.
That looks very unnatural. I don't think this is the half and half. I do not.
How have your relationships developed between the housemates you've known for over 5 weeks?
Cameron's come back a bit different. He's much cheekier. I don't think it suits him. He's not so gentlemanly, if that makes sense. But he still is, of course, he is. He's still far more gentlemanly than all of them put together, probably. But, if that makes sense. He smacked my arse twice in the matter of 12 hours. Which isn't Cameron. It's not the Cameron that I knew before he went away. He's come back all frisky. Not just with me though, with the other girls as well.
(5:15 p.m)
We've just passed the halfway point, but despite all the recent excitement, the Big Brother house is becoming a house of nappers. Since entering the house, all the housemates have worn bi-activity watches 24 hours a day to monitor their sleep patterns. The housemates' sleep patterns can reveal how efficiently they're coping. The worst sleeper by far is still Scott. His parasomnia means he has constantly disturbed sleep. It's no surprise that Scott needs daytime naps. But Scott is not the only housemate with a sleep disorder. Goz's sleep pattern is also highly fragmented. However, this is not from emotions, but due to a common physical sleep disorder known as obstructive sleep apnea. Goz's snoring is due to obstructive breathing. There are regular momentary gaps in his breathing that cause a drop in oxygen levels. However, he's in no immediate danger because his body automatically responds to this and wakes him up. As a result, Goz takes more daytime naps than any of the other housemates. On day 33, he had 23 naps. This is a double-edged sword for him. On one hand, if he tries to increase his energy by napping more, his presence will hardly register in the house. On the other hand, if he tries to preserve his energy by scaling down his role, he may be perceived to be freeloading. Over the last 5 weeks, Steph has taken the least naps. She doesn't need them. Her overall sleep fragmentation index is healthy. She employs one of the most adaptive coping mechanisms, known as sublimation. This is when individuals deal with emotional conflict by channeling potentially maladaptive feelings into pro-social behaviour. Steph does more domestic chores than anybody else. Her self-sufficiency could be perceived as her not needing anybody else. And if you don't need people, they feel they don't need you. With the game really beginning in earnest, it's inevitable the house will become more fraught. Napping may become more tempting, but it will also become more perilous. The biggest nappers may find they're sleeping their way blissfully out of the house.
8:02 p.m. The male housemates have eaten a dinner of tuna salad prepared by Steph. In just under 1 hour, the housemates will be set their 5th weekly challenge. The winning housemates will gain entry into the reward room.
Shall I hose you both?
All right. All right, hang on.
I'm done. And on spit.
Sorry. No, don't get out of it. Your face!
You're cold.
Yeah.
Warm as the
I don't mind me, ready?
Just give it a good scrub. I think that's good.
No, she's showering me down. No, she's showering me down. Look, everybody. No, she's showering me down.
He's doing his butt crack.
Look, he doesn't grin up that much when you were showering down, Scott.
You're going to rinse your butt crack.
Don't do that there. No!
Butt crack.
Yeah, that's good.
That was fun.
Oh.
9:07 p.m. The group have been set their weekly challenge. They must each draw straws. If they pick a long straw, they will enter the reward room. The housemates will enter the reward room in pairs. In the reward room are 24 bottles of beer, 7 pizzas, and 35-year-old Lisa from Cardiff, their new housemate.
This is Big Brother. Ray and Nush should now enter the reward room, close the door, and remain there until further notice.
Let us in.
Don't scream.
Oh my God. How are you doing?
Hello. I was actually on the way to the pub and got lost. Took a wrong turn and I picked
You're
up.
the person. I don't believe it. How are you doing?
Hello.
Sorry, I'm Ray.
Hi, Ray.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, Nishka.
We were next. What's your name?
Lisa.
Lisa, how are you doing?
Nice to meet
Hello,
you.
nice to meet you too.
We've got pizza, booze, and I've got a load of champagne.
Where
It's
are you from?
items. Wales.
Where is it? Jeez,
You're right.
It's so good.
It's going to be good. It's such a long day. Give us a hug.
All right. Welcome. Anyway.
You look lovely.
Jeez, what's it? You were saying you want to probably got lost. You said. Which is, we were not expecting this at all.
No, we didn't.
That is absolutely crazy. That is crazy.
9:21 p.m. Steph and Scott have also won entry into the reward room.
Hi Lisa, I'm Scott. How are you?
We're missing one more. There's Cameron. What's the story for Cameron Paul there?
You don't know yet.
This is Big Brother. Would Goss now draw the final straw?
Cameron?
I knew it.
Cameron! I knew it! Oh my God! I thought this was a short one. Oh my God! I knew it. Sit down. No, swap place. That's my place. That's my place. Cameron, oh my God.
This is Big Brother. Cameron and Goss may now enter the reward room.
Woo!
Oh dear. She's the new girl.
I know.
She's the new girl.
New girl, so we're right eventually.
New housemate! It's mad, isn't it?
9:52 p.m. It's been 45 minutes since the group discovered their new housemate Lisa in the reward room. For this week only, housemates are allowed to remove food and drink from the reward room.
Here we have. It's a bit dirty now. They will be first arrived. Here's
mad,
the crapper.
Actually, yeah, show from
Such a
here.
lady. Oh, it looks really tiny.
Well, how big do you want it?
Lock the
I
patio.
said there was no more surprises.
Well, I'm not cutting the grass tonight. You look fine, Scott. You look fine.
I'm not bothered about that.
Did you bring the bottle opener, Cameron?
Are you shitting?
Cameron, did you bring the bottle opener? No. What do you think, Joss?
I don't know. I'm surprised.
They've locked outside, but you can have a look.
Let's take the girls first.
The patio doors are shut, look.
Weird.
I bet you it is.
Is that it?
Is there any more?
Oh, the bedroom. This is our room.
Not an alcoholic or anything, honestly.
Go on, work.
So which one is it free?
Whichever one you want. This is mine and this is my one.
So that's yours, Steph.
This one, the double one's free. Or this one here, which is Tanya's.
Why haven't one of you bagged that?
You want sorry?
The double one.
Have the double. Have it.
So what do you think?
Mad. I'm sitting.
No, I mean about her, not about the situation you're telling.
How many is it? How many is it together? 7, is it?
7 of us. 7.
Yeah.
So we 4 left at the end.
Oh, she sounds really nice girl, like. Really nice girl.
I don't know, but I don't think me and you are the oldest in the house anymore. I don't think
Don't
we are.
Probably so.
Indubitably. Actually, I won't use it.
Madness. It's a good
Well,
thing.
we'll see.
Simple as that.
That's 7, man.
It is, isn't it?
No, that's 7.
I don't know.
I think so.
What?
It's a good thing.
Which one is a good thing?
To have another person.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
It's a new bit of blood. It's a new bit of blood.
11:45 p.m. The housemates have been talking to Lisa on the sofas for 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Quite strong, yeah. I think you have quite a strong personality to come in at this stage.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You're very brave.
Well
done. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah.
I'll be peck.
Cheers,
in my pants.
That's right. I'll tell you what, I would be clapping myself even there.
I may need to pee soon, and I'm.
It's not bad. I'm one of the most private people I know. Right. And I was, that's one thing I was thinking,
I'm not. See, no, I'm not, because I normally get my babs out when I'm pissed.
Yeah. On your way down,
Loads of champagne down.
Loads left.
Absolutely fine in there, then if you.
For the lads.
Oh, Ray.
Did you see where the camera was? Did you see where the camera was?
I wasn't looking, I was too interested in the pink stuff.
Come on, I'll show you. Because it really isn't a problem.
Yeah, quite apart from the mirror.
I'm so going to bet that in
South Africa, Cameron said there was a camera.
It's good.
It's good to have a new housemate. Simple as.
Good bit of fresh blood.
We want something like that.
Oh, definitely. It's a bit scary, though.
Why?
I know what you mean, but
it's new. That's what
it's great.
Like having an older woman. You don't think an older woman's scary? Man, you can always learn something new from older women.
12:02 a.m. The housemates have been drinking for 2.5 hours. Lisa brought 2 bottles of champagne in her suitcase, and the group have also opened a bottle of cider.
Lisa, you've got to explain now where you got that scar now.
Surgery.
Was it? Not
gymnastics accident. I overused this arm to compensate for this, and they've discovered, because 1980 they didn't know that the reason why certain athletes were so superb and bendy, because I can actually put my legs around my head, over my shoulders, everything.
Yoga face.
I can put them right round over my shoulders. I'm like an access card, like really flexible. Sorry.
It's good to know.
It's good to know.
Yeah, right.
Can you still do it now?
Yeah.
What can you do? Go on then.
Put your leg over your head. Go on.
Do it.
Just loads of free space. Ever dare me. anything.
I dare you.
Yeah, go on.
Go on.
Oh, I'm out.
Actually, I might not be able to do it because I usually warm.
You're going to get warm.
Go on.
No, not warm.
That'll do.
Brilliant.
I'm really good at
No way.
That is amazing.
Oh my god.
That's my next trick. I can open a bottle of beer with my butt.
But no one wants to drink it.
12:24 a.m. Lisa has been in the Big Brother house for 3 hours and 16 minutes.
You know what?
But Adam,
Even asked if you could rub it.
I apologise.
I said to him, put your hand down there, son, and give me a good rubbing.
That's cool.
Go on, Scott, get in there.
I love you too.
Rub your nuts for £1 million.
Wait till you can see the other shit.
This is Big Brother with Lisa.
This is your first
Go on.
Enjoy.
Just press that.
Most of those green, the cigarettes goes up.
Oh, a duvet and stuff in there.
Excellent.
Oh, she's nice, isn't she?
She is nice.
She's nice, yeah.
Hello, Big Brother.
Hello, Lisa. What are your first impressions of the housemates?
Scott was quite laid back, but I'd already perceived him as being quite a laid back character anyway. Cameron was genuinely happy and surprised. Ray's eyes lit up, that it was, I think there was just somebody else, a female to flirt with or play with or have some fun with. Goss, he was just a little bit more withdrawn, but he was lovely. Absolutely, they weren't so forthcoming and quick as the girls were. The girls seemed to come across straight away, very, very touchy, very, wanting to put their arms around me and everything, which absolutely shocked me. I thought it would have been the other way round, the lads, not the girls, but it was a nice surprise because that was my, not fear, but I thought perhaps the girls may have been a bit distant because it's another girl in the house.
We didn't need it, but it does help.
I love that more than any
Yeah.
Let's face it.
I loved it how it was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's good.
Bristly kisses on the back of my neck.
Because
See, Ray's better than me. Yeah, when it is time.
it's weird. No, because it's weird. I need to be telling him.
Oh yeah, I mean you can't. You'd have to look at.
Don't look at that. We're going back to because Cameron obviously
I'm not liking how you're flirting with all these other ladies.
It makes it a bit more fun.
That's my flirting.
I know what you mean. I definitely.
Poor Lisa's only got 2 nominations to do.
I know what you say. I hope it's not going to get to the stage where hopefully.
12:55 a.m.
You notice it in the room now.
Weird for girls on TV.
Right, time out.
Really
I do. I'm going to have to have a shower.
I'm a tired little chimp.
This is Big Brother with Cameron. Please.
You're in trouble.
You're
in trouble.
Get up. Because Cameron can't move without grabbing a handful of a girl's ass.
Exactly. Here's the ram.
The slide box.
It's getting very frisky.
Hey!
Hello. Hello, Cameron. Hello. What do you think Lisa will bring to the house?
She'll bring an element of, I think, no, I wouldn't say the boys have met their match. I wouldn't say that. But I think she'll maybe wind the girls up into, I don't think we can afford to let our guard drop very much now. I think she might well be quite a character. Maybe I am feeling suspicious that she's gonna create division, or I don't know if I'm unsettled, but well, no, I have to be honest, I don't like it. I don't like a new housemate being here. Flip's sake, I wasn't going to say that. Anyway, there we are, I've said it. I don't like a new housemate being here. That's not to say that I don't like Lisa, because I do. And it's not going to affect the way that I interact with her, I hope. But yeah, I'm not sure that I like it.
.30 a.m. Lisa is the only housemate still up.
Wow, we have a new girlie. Well, the bedroom feels fuller, doesn't it?
You what?
The bedroom feels fuller.
Yeah, it's really fuller. It's all different.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello. I just sat out there on my own.
It's nice and all out there.
Sorry?
In the garden or out in the lounge?
Oh no, in the lounge.
Was it nice?
Oh, it was lovely.
Soak it all. Oh, sorry. Soak it all up, were you?
I was just sat there looking around thinking,
oh my God, where am I?
This is right. I'll be able to find my way back.
No, you get in bed and I'll do lights.
Sure.
Where they are.
Yeah, we know, so you get in bed.
I will get used to it.
Stay there.
Lisa.
I'll take it off.
Good night, sweetheart.
Good night.
Good night.
Quite comfy bed, I think.
Thanks again, guys.
Oh, no, thank you.
This is fabulous.
It is. It's good. Weird.
Right.
You never know what's next round the corner in this place.